do medieval combat as a hobbit. We go out with some fake swords and we beat the shit out of each other. We go to this forest about 40 minutes from here by bus, and we do this mainly at night since we are most active at night. We also do this on Saturdays during the afternoon. I first heard about this through my best friend. He had somehow found the clan and he became a member, and he invited me to go along with them once. And I've been fighting with them ever since.
We started doing dungeons about 8 years ago. We just did it out of like fun, be calling each other, hey, wanna go have some dungeons? Oh, okay. So we went off, we had crude styrofoam weapons. After a while, after about 2-3 years of doing it like that, we had so much fun, and my brother actually was going to join up he had joined in another clan which was called L'Ordre de l'Union. So I had the idea to start our own group. So I asked my best friends and my brother, which is me, Justin, Pascal, and Steve. You should have seen the first few council meetings. They were actually just trying to figure out the name of the group.
Dans l'histoire médiévale, dans l'histoire du clan qu'on a fait, on a donné le nom des dragons noirs du soleil rouge. Pour une raison, c'est que avec ce nom-là, on a créé une histoire, une légende à propos, dans le temps médiéval, d'un clan qui s'appelait les Dragons Noirs. C'était surtout, on pourrait dire, des chevaliers qui étaient là pour œuvrer pour le bien. Puis, avec le temps, ils ont disparu, bien sûr. Puis nous, nos personnages, au tout début du clan, ont décidé de s'appeler comme ça pour être une nouvelle génération, pour dire les Dragons Noirs au soleil levant, c'est la nouvelle génération, un nouveau soleil. C'est pour ça que le clan s'appelle les Dragons Noirs du Soleil Rouge.
So that's how it started. I mean, we just started. We wanted to regroup our friends under one banner, under one name, so that we can have fun. And from there, it just grew. Then we started thinking, but let's recruit people. And then we started going, but let's do some banquets, let's do some quests. And then we have our ultimate goal, which is to be recognized as a clan under Beforex. And for that, we need 30 members.
Over there is experts. I can happily say that I'm the only member of the clan who's actually been to Beforex, which is up close to Trois-Rivières. And after seeing that, I got inspired to really work hard to get this clan going, to really get it started and help my brother out and help my friends out to advertise. And I remember my first position as a council member was actually a diplomat. I was in charge of diplomacy, and finding other clans is hard enough. Making alliances with them is even harder.
Okay, well basically the way the combat works is you take your weapon and you try and land a hit on your opponent, and say for example you hit them in the arm. They can no longer use that arm. If you hit them in the leg, they can't use that leg. If they lose both legs, they have to fight on their knees. If they lose both arms, well, they're screwed because they have nothing to defend themselves with, which is why armor comes in handy. Different kinds of armor give you different kind of protection. Leather armor, like mine, will give you an extra 2 points wherever it's covering. So if you want to cut my arm off from here, you need to hit me here 3 times. Same thing with my torso. If you want to kill me, you need to hit me 3 times. Chainmail would give you 3 extra points, and plate mail would give you 4.
Weapons are very complicated compared to what most people might think. There are lots of guidelines and rules to follow when building a weapon to make it safe for use. For example, now this is an old one which I tried to fix. It consists of a PVC pipe. This is some of the cheapest and easiest to build. PVC pipe with insulation foam and lots of duct tape. And all you really need is imagination. However, more experienced users and people who can actually afford it use what's called foam injection, which is manufactured by various companies, and it looks something like this. They're very lightweight with titanium rods at the inside holding them in place. The foam is actually, the reason why it's called foam injection is because it comes out of a mold. You gotta remember that you have to watch out with your hits, you have to watch out how you hit. Other than that, that's all you really need to make a good weapon.
When you're talking about characters, it's what we call role-playing. Now role-playing is not a necessity when it comes to dungeons and clans and all that. I mean, you can act like yourself, but role-playing helps you get into the mood of medieval. It helps you, well, it makes the game just that much more interesting, because then you get to situate yourself into the time period that we're trying to reproduce. Whenever like a member joins up, I tell him the first thing he has to do is he has to make up a medieval name. Like mine is Seth of Lavender, and like I'm origin from here in real life, but in my dungeon life I'm from Egypt. We have one from Ireland, we have one from Greece, we have one from ancient France, which is like gold. And basically all you do is that you take your character, you make a background story to him, and then all we ask them to do is play their characters. It's the same thing for the animators when it comes to quests.
Makes the game interesting because you get to play an alternate personage that you normally wouldn't get to play in this day and age. The clan is basically subdivided into different divisions. Each division has specialties. For example, Shadow Division, which Seth is in charge of, are mostly into ranger style attacks, bow and arrows, sneak attacks, hiding in the woods, almost assassin type combat. Water Division is more the suicidal people, the people who want to actually just charge in and like kamikaze themselves into battle. The Fire Division are more military oriented tactics. I'm personally the one in charge of Fire Divisions. Basically all the subdivisions, all the members in each subdivision play their role, stick with their training. By the time when we get all together to go after another clan, everyone's specialty will complement everyone else's.
I do this as a hobby, I do this for fun. It's a great way to meet new people, great way to make new friends. I lost 20 pounds doing this.